public hearing to order. If we could all rise for the invocation and remain standing for the salute to the flag. Dear God, first I want to thank you for the many blessings that our township has received. I ask for your divine protection for not only our employees and residents, but also our police, fire, and EMS. I ask for your wisdom and guidance as we discuss various things that come before the township. I ask you help us make the best decisions for our township. I ask all this in your name. Amen. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have any visitors that want to speak on anything except for the Tri-Township plan? So I just move forward. The purpose of this hearing is to receive public comment on the proposed Tri-Township Joint Comprehensive Plan, which includes Franklin Township, Marion Township, and North Swickley Township. It's okay.
And if I just may note for purposes of the minutes of this, or for the record, that this plan was properly advertised pursuant to the municipality's planning code by Franklin Township.
Okay, thank you. Brian McConnell.
Thank you. I rise in support of amending Franklin Township's comprehensive plan. I believe it is in the best interest of the township, its residents, business interests, and citizens to pass a resolution to amend the existing Franklin Township comprehensive plan to include those portions of the 2025 Tri-Township comprehensive plan that pertain to Franklin Township. More specifically, as outlined in Section 8, Franklin Township zoning and future land use, including maps. Section 9, Franklin Township recommendations. Section 12, implementation strategies and supporting appendix information as those items pertain to Franklin Township. Overall, the 2025 Tri-Township Comprehensive Plan appears to be a well thought out document that should be recognized for the work, cooperation, participation for its development between the three municipalities. Additionally, the Board of Supervisors should consider the following principles contained within the 2025 Tri-Township Comprehensive Plan. Prioritize existing land development ordinances and upgrade them consistent with the impacts resulting from new land development as it pertains to precipitation and storm events, resulting in flooding, which the township and downstream communities. Many of these concepts can be found by referencing Pennsylvania's Stormwater Best Management Practices Manual 330300-002. For example, the use of enhanced best management practices such as rain gardens to manage the control and release of stormwater following significant storm events. Encourage by resolution preservation of farmlands within the township for developing educational awareness programs to promote agriculture practices which promote future generations to continue farming within the township. This encouragement could assist in establishing goals to form relationships between younger generations and those farmers looking to retire. Additionally, the agricultural awareness programs fostered by the township may provide a bridge between public and private groups, agencies, and agricultural community within the township, as well as neighboring communities. Establish a liaison committee by resolution that will reach out to Marion Township and North Swickley Township to coordinate implementation strategies as outlined in Section 11 of the 2025 Tri-Township Comprehensive Plan, with an emphasis on common recommendations. To establish by ordinance / resolutions a Franklin Township Parks and Recreations Board to facilitate management of recreation and public facilities located within the borders of the township. I also want to thank personally the 3 appointed members to the from Franklin Township who worked and served tirelessly on this document's formation. I also want to thank the citizens of the 3 communities who attended meetings, completed surveys, and offered suggestions to make the plan a reality. And let us not forget to provide acknowledgement to Downtown Redevelopment Services, LLC, for their herding of the cats to assemble the plan from all the data, information, public comment, and technical contributions within the plan. And lastly, I want to thank Franklin Township supervisors and administrators, employees, advisors for their guidance and leadership by encouraging the comprehensive plan updates in compliance with applicable statutes and policies that will enable Franklin Township to be a better place to live, work, and play.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And I just want to note this meeting is being recorded. I did not say that prior to Ryan speaking. Next, Frank Sassman.
I guess, again, I agree that this document was well written and it looks like a lot of time went into putting it together. I just really have some questions that seem a little puzzling to me. I saw throughout the document where it, like for instance on page 9, a defining strength of Franklin Township is its rural atmosphere and abundant open space. And I saw that throughout the document a lot, but yet it seems like the document wants to turn almost everything on the other side of North Tower Road into medium density housing. That almost seems to contradict keeping everything open and wide open. I mean, it's already zoned low density, so why would we want to make it up to medium density? I guess I just don't understand that.
Well, we're not changing anything.
Well, I understand that, but
Recommendations from the engineering firm that put this together, we did, I don't want to say push back on a lot of the changes with our current not zoning, the future land use map. But again, they're all recommendations, people like yourself coming to the meetings and giving input. It would take a lot, I don't want to say it would take a lot to change the zoning, but as you know, we have a lot of developers looking to change a lot of our land. And, this document shows that for the most part, that is not what the residents of Franklin Township want. But as far as changing that area up there, I know the area you're talking about, that it, in the future land use map, it does go from agricultural to medium density residential. But I would say, other than that, there are no major changes. And I think it's just to keep the growth more on this end of the township.
along those same lines, on page 21, near the bottom of at the very bottom of the document, it says, when inconsistencies arise, Pennsylvania law expects zoning to be updated over time to align with the comprehensive plan. That almost is telling me that what I'm reading there is, okay, if developers want to come in and they want to put medium density, then it's almost our requirement to update our zoning.
Well, I think there's a caveat at the end of that sentence that they don't want the map treated as a zoning map. So they would rely on us. How I read that, they would rely on us not to follow their map, their planning map, but our township.
Yeah, I guess as long as the
Ordinances.
supervisors are aware that we don't necessarily, or at least some of the residents do not want the zoning laws to be updated as developers come in and want to change things. Because this plan's indicating that we want to change a fairly good a portion of the thing from low density to medium density, and even some agricultural to low density. And I'm not sure that's a great idea for the township.
So, and I think it says Pennsylvania law expects, and what I can say for the future of the township and the development of the township or the zoning changes in the township. It's your supervisors that have the vote or the final say on that. So that's where
Okay,
you have a voice
Yes,
in the
okay.
future.
okay. And then just a question on page 23, the land use map. There were several in the area east of North Tower, which is mostly agricultural. There are a
Mhm.
bunch of blue areas, and I couldn't tell whether they were whether they were preserved or they were industry or.
They have the agricultural easement on them, but I mean, I know Hereford Manor property is also blue, but the rest of them, other than Franklin Park, I believe is all the agricultural easements on the particular property. I don't have those zoned out here. I don't have the list with me. I'm sure you don't
Wasn't
have
there
the
keep
list
calling
with you.
that public? Wasn't blue?
He's calling it public because
Oh,
basically
that's what
there's
it's calling.
Yeah,
Okay, 'cause
no,
they're
they-
calling it public because there's an agricultural easement on that land.
Okay. The color for industry was almost that same color, and I couldn't tell whether, I was hoping they weren't going to consider that all to be industrial. That would not be good.
No,
Okay.
no, that's what that
Good,
is showing.
okay. Thank you. That were the only comments that I had.
Okay. Tracy Hughes.
No, mine's regular meeting, sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Would anybody else like to speak or have any comments on the Tri-Township Joint Comprehensive Plan?
I will note that my testimony was provided to everybody at the table so that you had a copy and an official copy for you. So.
Okay, thank you. So if we don't have any other comments, I would take a motion to adjourn the public hearing.
I'll second that motion to adjourn the public hearing.
Thank you.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye.